get some cigars. I forgot to get some while I was out earlier. Also testing out, I changed the settings a little bit on the GoPro. Still running the ND16 filter. I looked at the footage when I was editing it earlier, and it looks pretty good. So right now I am using the ND16 filter, like I said, and I am also not using the Windslayer this time because I'm in my truck. I still had the same kind of issues with my sound the last time. I think I just need to not talk so dang loud. But anyways, I changed my Pro Tune settings. Still doing the 2.7K. I changed it to 30 frames per second, and then I changed the shutter speed to 60. Because as most of y'all know, or if you don't know, shutter speed is supposed to be double what your frames per second is. It's just kind of a general thing. Obviously you can do different. I think that's considered, you do double. That's how movies have done it forever. So I guess that's how you get what they call a cinematic effect, is the shutter speed double the frame rate. So anyways, I'm driving out here to Glendale. Well, I live in Glendale. I'm gonna be still in Glendale. I'm driving out to Westgate to get me some cigars. Heading to New Mexico tomorrow, and I am gonna need some cigars because those long drives, it's nice to, I enjoy smoking an occasional cigar, and I like them on the long drives. I used to smoke cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for like 20 years. I quit about, 4 or 5 months ago, which is great. I don't even crave them anymore. But I do still smoke the occasional cigar. I don't inhale, so that still will help my lungs. And I know you're thinking, yeah, I still get mouth cancer and things like that, but, is what it is. But I do rarely smoke them. When I do go out of town, when I'm driving, I do smoke them a little more frequently. Wow. But anyways, they got a great cigar shop out here at Westgate. If you live in the Phoenix area, West Valley, or Glendale, you're probably familiar with Westgate. And if you like cigars, go check them out. They even have a bar in there. I never sat down and got a drink because I rarely drink. But one of these days, maybe I'll go in there, have some bourbon and a cigar. But for those of you that don't know what Westgate is, it's essentially, this area with a whole bunch of shops and stuff. Mainly, actually, in the actual Westgate, it's restaurants and bars and stuff. There's a few shops, and there's a couple haircut places. I get my haircut and my beard trimmed out there. And the ice arena that the Coyotes play in is right there too. And the Cardinal Stadium is not actually in Westgate. It's a little, block away. Not far at all. It's a pretty cool little area. They do bike nights, which, motorcycles, go out and line up in the streets. Usually on Friday nights in the spring and the fall. They don't do them in the summer because it's too damn hot. And they don't do them in the winter because it's a little cold. Especially at night, it gets kind of chilly. But check out the bike night if you live in the area. They also have a hot rod night, which is usually on Wednesday nights, I believe, and that's also spring and fall. I've only been out to that once. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll go out there with my GoPro and videotape some stuff, because I'm trying to make different kinds of content. My page is called Bored Ben, and I'm basically going to be making videos of my day-to-day, showing you the kind of things I do to keep myself from being bored. And if you're curious why I am so bored, really right now is because I'm in between jobs. I got laid off a little while ago. Damn factory I was working at closed down, which is the second factory I've worked at in the last 3 years about that has closed down. It sucks, but it's okay. I did get, you know, I got a severance package, so that's cool. Now, obviously, I'm not planning on just starting a career making YouTube videos right now, because I fully expect it to take a long time to even become monetized, if ever, you know, which brings me to it, you know, if you're watching this and you've watched some of my other videos, that's freaking great. I thank you. Please subscribe, you know, because in order to get monetized, I do need, you know, 4,000 view hours in the last 12 months, which, you know, that just depends on me putting out the content that you guys can watch, but also you guys subscribing. I need 1,000 subscribers. Then I can start becoming monetized, and that would be freaking awesome. Long-term goal, it would be freaking awesome if I could get to where I'm making content that you guys really enjoy, and I'm make enough off of the monetization that I can do this for a living. Because right now I'm doing a video, trying to do a video every day, but I'm also in between jobs. I'm currently looking for work. I'm applying and stuff, you know, and it shouldn't be that hard to find a job. But especially in my line of work, I'm not too concerned about finding the jobs are everywhere. It's just with any job nowadays, you apply and it just takes them forever to get back to you. It's ridiculous. You know, back in the day, my first couple jobs, I remember I would go in, dress nice, fill out an application on the spot, ask to speak to the manager, usually try and get an interview right there on the spot if possible, and it usually worked. And then most of the time, or those like several times back in the day I did that, I got hired right on the spot. Nowadays, you know, it's all done online. You fill out an application online, give them your resume, then you sit around and wait, hoping that somebody actually goes on there and checks it and comes across your application. You know, and yeah, sure, on some of the jobs you can go ahead and try and email them if you have an email, and, you know, ask them, hey, you know, have you gotten a chance to look at my application? Or, you know, what I used in the past was ZipRecruiter, and ZipRecruiter's awesome because you put your you kind of do like kind of a general application and put your resume on there, and the people looking for workers that do your kind of work, they find you. And I used to get people contacting me all the time about that. It was great. So here we are at Westgate. It appears as if there is something going on at the ice arena. Hopefully, parking spot over there in front of the cigar shop is open. Alright guys, I'll be back in a minute with some cigars. Alright, well, I went in there, got my cigars, dealt with the moron in the parking lot, trying to get out of the parking lot. Apparently they have a Kelly Clarkson concert going on at the arena. guess I'm probably not starting for a couple hours, maybe longer. That's one problem with Westgate. You know, I was talking up Westgate as being so great earlier, but when you try coming out here when there's an event, ooh, it is a nightmare. You know, they still sometimes will have bike nights when there's a hockey game at the arena, but it can really suck because usually they don't have a happy hour on event nights in most of the bars, which awesome. Parking sucks, and it's just so crowded, people everywhere. For football games, usually I don't have a reason to come out here on Sundays, because I just don't have a reason to. But you know, I did come out here for the Cowboys were in town playing the Cardinals. It would have been the 2017-2018 season. They played Monday Night Football out here, and I bought tickets because Cowboys are my team. And it was crazy because I bought a parking pass also to park up real close, which was great, except for the fact that my buddy that came with me, he volunteered to drive, so I could drink. Anyways, he got off work at like 4:30, but you really had to get out here early to avoid all that mess, especially since my parking pass was for a lot that there was a lot of tailgaters in. So it was, you know, which once we actually got to it, it was great because it was one of those tailgater plots, because the tailgaters had already packed up their stuff and gone in to watch the game because the game was about to start. But so there were spots everywhere. It just took us forever to actually get into the lot. The traffic was a nightmare. But all in all, it was a great game. Cowboys kicked the crap out of the Cardinals. It's awesome. Something funny, this white Chevy pickup right here is a company truck. They got a sticker on the back that says cell phone free driver. And sure enough, the dude driving is sitting there holding his cell phone like 3 inches away from his face, talking on it. Like, what an idiot. I'm a little curious. It has started to get a little bit cloudy. And of course, me being the genius that I am, since it was no clouds at all earlier, I only brought the ND16 filter. So I'm a little curious. On the little screen, I can't really see any difference. It might be a little darker, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and in this video right here, I still gotta go get gas, and I'm probably gonna go get a burger. But anyways, we'll see how this footage works out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.